Hey, what's going on? My name is Isaac, and here at the ranch, they call me Dad, and I'm super excited to be introducing you to Figure It Out Ranch.
Hi, I'm Lauren, and this is all my fault. It was my idea to come out here and start a life that we knew nothing about.
I'm Albert. I am Tata, the grandfather of the ranch.
Hi, I'm Linda. They call me Nana here at Figure It Out Ranch.
Nana, how did we end up here? Nice and loud.
We bought houses together, and our families each had a house, and the backyard was connected. We had a little gate that connected us and had grandchildren, raised families for about 6 years, realized that we really liked it. It went well. We got along good. It was a nice family unit. So we took it a little farther, and my daughter decided to look out in the country for a place for us to start a country life, a ranch life. And we followed her out.
So why is it your fault that we're out here?
I was a teacher, and I started to think about homeschooling my kids, and raising 2 boys in the city, I knew I was going to need more room. I wanted to have my own chickens, get our own food, start our own garden.
So you found it. You were driving. She found a property. We're driving out here. What was going through your head?
So I had taken them to a previous house that was on top of a mountain. Mm-hmm. It was the only house. You had to have a 4x4 to get there, and to get back we actually almost got stuck leaving, and they said no way. So when I found this place, I was excited, and it checked off all of the boxes that I was looking for. But when we started making the drive up here and we hit the dirt road and it just kept going and going and going, I thought, oh shoot, they're gonna be so mad. I did it again. We pulled up, the gorgeous porch just called our name. It was so beautiful outside, but we walked inside and it was chaos. It was a disaster. And I was just like, they are gonna be so mad at me. So we looked around. They spent a lot longer than I was expecting, but I'm like, okay, like, they like outside. Outside's pretty, there's a nice workshop. So we kind of just like wandered around the outside of the property, not so much the inside. And when I got back in the car, I was ready to apologize because I knew that it was just a big ask to move out here. But my husband and my dad both looked at me and said, let's do it, we love it. And I was so shocked.
You know, we'd basically been living together, right? We had 2 separate houses. They were right next door to each other. And so we kind of knew, hey, we can do this. And we were always working on projects at the house all the time anyways. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of figured we could do it. Albert, like, what was your thought when we first got to the ranch, when we were still checking it out?
That it needed a lot of work, but it was all maintenance that needed to be done. So I believe that, you know, it was possible. It was something that we could do together.
Yeah. And it was only about 45 minutes away from where we used to live. So work life, you know, some challenges there. I work from home a lot, thankfully, and Lauren homeschools the kids and does a lot of work up here. It was a little bit of a commute for you guys to come up here. Linda, you were mentioning something about what Lauren told us.
When we first got up here, Lauren had told everybody, okay, what are you going to contribute to the ranch? What is your contribution? Everybody has a contribution. And so she started saying, well, you know, Dad's going to fix everything, and Isaac's going to protect and pay for everything. And so, Mom, you are going to take care of the animals and deliver the baby goats and learn about chickens, which I really don't like animals. I've never really liked animals. I have 1 dog.
She's the in-house vet now.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden I have animals. They have names. We have chickens and eggs.
She talks a goat. Let's just call it. She talks a goat. She talks sheep. She talks chicken.
And they talk to her.
And they talk back to her.
I do not know what has happened.
She comes onto the ranch and they all start screaming for her. They don't make a single noise.
I surely do not understand this whole process.
Apparently, I'm the finance guy. I'm financing this whole thing. No, I'm helpful at, like, I'm a good hard worker. Like, I'm good labor. I'm good holding the flashlight.
You could talk a lot.
I could talk a lot.
Yeah.
We all have our different traits. Albert's the one we'd probably depend on the most for, like, ranch stuff, honestly. Like, hey, how do you fix this thing or whatever? He makes, like, custom tools for little things that, like, things you would never think are a thing you would need until you need it. And then Albert's like, hey, look at it, I made this tool. It magically does exactly what you need. So you'll see a lot of that on the channel, by the way. Really, really interesting stuff. From the chicken feeders to, the wrenches that we use for fences that are custom made. Well, we were trying to figure it out. No pun intended. And we came up with all kinds of names, like Buena Vida and all these different, like, really cool ranch names, because everyone out here has ranch names. But what we kept running into is problems, right? Like the first years, power's going out and the well's busting. We just kept noticing, ran out of propane for 3 weeks. It was too muddy for the people to come out. Crazy stuff. And here's what we realized. Everything was always, we'll figure it out. What's going to happen if this happens? Well, we'll figure it out. We've gotten to the point where we built a reflex over the first year or so of just like, well, we don't know exactly what to do or how to do it or what will happen, but we kind of just got to the point where we could trust that we're going to figure it out. And usually it's just Albert figuring it out while I hold the flashlight. But the point is we figured it out, so we came up with that name, and that's how it happened.
So ever since then, we've been figuring out all we can do.
Absolutely.
Another little story. My wife and I have been married for 40 years. And all her time together that we've been together, she has been singing that she wants to move to the city and eat a lot of out to the country and eat a lot of peaches.
I forgot
So
that.
for years and years, I've been hearing, I want to move to the city.
Country.
How's it go, Mama? Sing it.
I forget.
I want to...
I'm moving to the country because I want to eat a lot of peaches.
Peaches. So we're going to have to
I
get
forgot all that.
a peach tree sooner
Yeah,
or later.
we are. So
I don't know if they grow in this climate, but we'll figure it out. We have to make a greenhouse. So here's what you can expect. We're going to be figuring out how to garden, raising goats, sheep, chickens, pigs, children, dogs, each other, right? Like, we're going to figure all this stuff out. Right now, we have a total of, I think, 7 goats, 3 sheep, 4 dogs, 2 cats, a pig, about 20 chickens, and a bearded dragon.
And
you're about to meet the other 2 animals on the ranch.
Hey, my name is Mav, and they just call me Mav out here. One of my favorite things to do is early in the morning, I help my dad with the animals, and my favorite part of this place is working with my grandpa. He lets me help him with fixing cars, bikes, and a lot of stuff with engines. And my favorite thing is that first he teaches me how the bike or car works, and then he teaches me what I need to do to fix it and how to fix it, and then he just lets me help him with it. And that's really my favorite part about this ranch.
Hi, I'm Santi, and they call me Santi out here in the ranch. I love this place because early in the morning sometimes I get to wake up and help my dad with the animals. And my grandpa thought that he fixes anything with an engine, and today he just built an electric scooter.
Come along with us as we
Figure it out.